So the NBA playoffs is about to start in a few weeks, and I want to talk about NBA teams that usually struggle in the playoffs. And I want to start a series with this, and I want to start with the Bucks. Well, technically, I kind of did a video on the Celtics a couple videos ago. Go check that out. But technically, I'm gonna start with the Bucks as the first team. And you might think, oh, they won a championship in 2021, but outside of 2021, they always struggled each and every year, especially against certain teams. Now, the Bucks has always been a team for the most part to play drop coverage on defense, but since 2018, their main struggles as a team, period, has been guarding the three-point line. They can't do that in the playoffs. And then in the Eastern Conference, they always go against bigger wings, and they don't got nobody to guard them. Chris Middleton, he really not that guy that can guard the elite players like Kawhi in 2019, Tatum multiple years, Jimmy Butler, or even Kevin Durant. They don't got nobody to guard them type of players. The Bucks also struggle with three-point shooting when it comes playoff time, and only 2 times they have shot over 37% from the three-point line. And that was last year against the Heat when they lost in 5 games, and that was in 2018. 2019, they shot 33% in the playoffs from 3, same as 2020. And in 2021 and 2022, they shot 32% from the 3 in the playoffs. But when you look at the Bucks' three-point percentage in the regular season since 2021, they have always been top 10 in three-point percentage. They just can't consistently translate that into the playoffs, and I don't know why. We've also seen the Bucks kind of struggle with closing games out in the playoffs. We also seen that last year against the Heat. And they finally did the right thing by trying to go get Damian Lillard, and they did it. Outside of 2021, I'm going to talk about every series they lost and talk about why they lost the series. So I'm going to start with 2018. They played Boston. Kyrie is out. But with Kyrie out, they got Giannis. He's the best player in the series, and they lose in 7. This was Al Horford's best series of the playoffs, and he gave John Henson and Thon Maker 18 points and 9 rebounds this series. And that's why I believe they went and got Brook Lopez from the Lakers the next year so they can have Brook Lopez protect the paint. So it's 2019, and the Bucks are able to get past the Pistons and finally get their get back against the Celtics in the second round and beat them in 5 games with Kyrie Irving playing. So they face the Raptors in the conference finals. They go up 2-0, but the Raptors are able to adjust and make a wall because the Bucks are able to shoot the three-point shot and shot 32% for that playoff series and lost. Now we're in a bubble, and they're facing the Miami Heat in the playoffs. Defensively, they give up 37% from 3 as a team against the Heat, and they have 3 players shoot 40% from the 3. Again, worrying about the paint and not being able to guard a three-point line has always been a struggle for them. And even offensively, they couldn't do nothing from the three-point line. They shot 33% from 3 as a team themselves. And outside of Jimmy Butler for that series, Goran Dragic stepped up and averaged 19 points a game. So it's the 2022 playoffs for the Bucks, and they're facing the Celtics again. But this time, like Houston in 2018, their second best player is hurt, and they were up 3-2, and they found a way to lose it, even though they were up. You can argue who's the second best player between Middleton and Jrue Holiday, but my point is, again, in another series, the Bucks shoot 28% from the three-point line, even though they were a very good three-point shooting team that year. They had 4 players shoot at least 39% from the three-point line that year, and Brook Lopez shot 36% from the three-point line that year, excluding Chris Middleton. And just like Houston in 2018, Chris Paul, he was out that series, and for the Bucks this year, Chris Middleton was out. But back to the Rockets, that Game 7, they shot 7 for 44 from 3, and it was a 10-point game, and they lost. So if they hit a couple threes, even with Chris Paul being out, that was still a winnable game. If threes were able to fall, they go to another conference finals and face the Heat once again. And the year after, they actually have to face them again, ironically. Now, Giannis did get hurt 10 minutes until Game 1, but he missed Game 2 and Game 3 and came back for Game 4 and Game 5. And in game 2 without Giannis, they made 25 threes and shot 51% from the three-point line. So that showed that they can win a game without him. And again, another struggle that I said in the beginning of the video, the Bucks still didn't have no wing player to guard Jimmy Butler. He had a 56-point game and a 42-point game in game 5, and he averaged 37 points a game on 60% shooting this game. Jrue Holiday had no answer for him, and y'all love him. I love him too. I'm not hating on him, but Jimmy Butler was cooking his ass. Now, Giannis did disappear in that fourth quarter and overtime of Game 5, and that's why I believe they went and got Damian Lillard. But we going to see how it goes for them in the playoffs this year. Hopefully, they can get over that hump. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and support my channel. I'll see y'all later.